Hey guys, welcome back to Balls Fan TV, and today we're doing the match preview for our game against Drogheda tomorrow evening at Daily Mail Park. Yeah, look, we had to leave it late there against UCD last week. Still came out on top of the 2-0 win, however. Um, yeah, look, not ideal. Obviously, we would have liked it a bit more comfortable, but look, still came out with 3 points, and that's all that matters at the end of the day. No, it's Afalabi obviously with another 2 goals. He's on absolutely fine form at the minute. You know, his goals are pushing us towards that top three, and look, it's long may that continue. Like I said, look, another big game here tomorrow, at home to Drogheda. They're currently eighth in the league. Um, you know. They're a decent team. We think I rate Kevin Doherty as a manager. I think he's done a very good job there. Um, you know, that they obviously haven't quite got the resources maybe that some other clubs have, being a part-time team, but they're still doing well. We think in a way to place, it's not a bad position for them to be in at the moment. They're on good form. They've got a few good wins. I think they got a point last time out against Sligo, when they were 2-0 down. They came back and fought back for a draw, and look, they're a difficult team to beat on their day. Obviously, the two games we played against them this season, I think we beat them 3-1 in Dalymount back in March, and then we beat them 2-0 at Weavers Park in April. And from what I could, if anyone can remember that game, it wasn't exactly a comfortable one for us in that game. I think obviously we won 2-0, but we didn't play very well from what I could remember. Um, and yeah, look, we're on good form at the moment. Look, it, we're sort of closing that gap now on the top three. We're only a couple of points off Derry at the moment. Obviously, they'll have games, I think, on Sunday now. They're in Europe tonight. Um, but obviously, we will have a chance to sort of go ahead of them if we can win this game. Pats are away to Sligo tomorrow as well. So look, hopefully Sligo can do us a favour there, and we can leapfrog Pats into that third spot. But look, let's have to focus on ourselves. It's another big game at home. We're on good form. We need another 3 points, and hopefully we can get it in this game. Um, in terms of the team, I don't know. I wouldn't change it too much now. I'd make a few little changes to sort of tweak things a little bit. So there was a few little concerns for me in that UCD game. Look, I know we won the game, and we'll be happy with that. But there were a few little concerns I felt during the game that maybe we could improve on in this game. I think the left hand side weren't the best. I think Akintunde and Kirk, obviously we know Akintunde can run out of steam a little bit when he starts towards the end of games. He's probably not got the fitness in him just yet. He's obviously come back from a couple of injuries. He's probably not 100% at the moment, but yeah, I didn't think Paddy Kirk had a particularly great game last week. He sort of dipped in and out of form. There was times this season where he wasn't playing great, but then he played well, and now he's not playing great again. So I don't know what to really do with him. He's obviously a good player on his day, but I don't think we should be going with them two on the left in this game. I'll go into my full team now anyway. Um, in goal, Talbot, obviously. Right back, I'm gonna go with Bart. I'll obviously, I know Bucko hasn't been. I'm not trying to say he hasn't done a good job at right back or anything, but I'll go into my midfield and see why I've kind of tweaked things a little bit. But yeah, Bart right back, two centre halves. I'm gonna go with Casper and Kane Byrne. I thought they were both very good against UCD, particularly Kane Byrne. He's come back from his loan at Longford, and he looks a very good player. He looks like that loan has it's made him a better player, and hopefully he'll be a big player for us in the future, which I think he will. He seems like a very steady defender. Even for a young lad, he looks very experienced. Even though he hasn't played many first team games, he still looks like he's been playing a long time, and he's only 20, I think. So look, he'll continue to build and improve. Alongside Casper, obviously, and then at left back, I'm gonna put Flores there. I know he's had a few shaky performances there this season, but when he was moved there in the UCD game last week, I thought he played very well. Obviously, he put a good ball over the top for Afolabi's second goal. Yeah, I just thought we looked a little bit better when he played there. So I'm gonna go with Flores at left back. Midfield, you'll see what I've done here. I'm gonna put Bucko at midfield instead of right back. I think he's probably a little bit better in the midfield. I think now we have a natural right back in Bart. I think he should be playing there. He did look quite good when he came on in the UCD game. He looked good when he came on in that Shales game as well a few weeks back. So I think now it's time to give him his full debut, and then move Bucko into midfield. I'd have him alongside McManus. Again, there's been a bit of speculation about McManus' future this week. He's been linked with a move to a few Premier League clubs like Luton, Brighton, Brentford, Stoke as well in the Championship. So there's a couple of few clubs looking at him. Obviously, um, he's been very good this season. Look, he's an exceptional talent. He'll probably move. He'll probably move at the end of the season. Or if not, if we're not careful, he could move by the end of the month. But hopefully not. We want to keep him till the end of the season. Get a good price, get a good fee for him because obviously he's still contracted with the club for another 3 years, I think. So obviously we'll obviously demand quite a good fee. It'll probably be a record transfer, I'd imagine, for a player to part in the league. Just given how good he is and how much potential he's got, even though he's only 18. But yeah, obviously I'd put him in midfield for this game. He's been playing very well. I'd have Clark pushing up a little bit more forward, obviously in that sort of 10 role. He's obviously been great as of late. He's obviously a player that can drive with the ball. He's been knocking on the door for a star these past few weeks and months, and he's got that. He's got the starts now over these past few weeks, and he's really delivered for us. So I wouldn't drop him, and I wouldn't put any deeper. So I'd have him in that 10. Front three, I'd have Conley on the right. I think he's been playing very well recently, better than I expected. He was a player that I was thinking, oh, I'm not really convinced by, to be honest. I think he probably needs a bit of time out of the team, but I think since Danny Grant's come in, he's really improved. He's obviously seeing Grant come back and thinking, God, I could lose my place here if I'm not careful. And he's really stepped up his performances. And in that game against UCD, he was very lively, trying to get balls in the box. I think he is slowly getting there, I think, towards improving that end product. He had a couple of chances in the UCD game which he maybe could have scored from. So I think once he gets a goal, he'll be flying. On the left, I'm gonna go with Danny Grant. I think the place really lifted on Friday when he came on. He really changed the game. Obviously, he won us a penalty. Um, Obviously he's well loved here from his previous spell, and obviously having him back is giving the place a real lift. And when he came on, he changed the game for us. Played really well, and yeah, I'll be giving him his second full debut. And obviously up front, you've got to go with Afalabi, haven't you? He's just on absolutely incredible form at the moment. 7 goals in 6 games. He's probably the most informed player in the league. He's probably going to win Player of the Month for July. He got nominated alongside McManus. Um, so yeah, look, obviously, I hope we can keep him beyond this season. It's going to be difficult because I'm not sure what his contract situation is, whether he's contracted beyond this season. I don't think he probably is. Um, so obviously, I imagine there'll be clubs, maybe even in this league and abroad in England, that'll be looking at him. Look, hopefully, if he can continue this form, um, he'll look at us as an option, as somewhere where he'd want to stay for in these next couple of years. But obviously, if he continues the form he's on, he could easily hit 20 goals. He'll definitely hit double figures. We think, if there's still 11 games left, he can definitely get 10, 15 goals this season. The way he's going. So yeah, look, obviously you've got to start him. He's on fine form. Prediction. I don't know. Look, it's a big game. We've got to win. If we want to have any sort of chance of trying to get in that top three or maybe even top two, because look, there's still a possibility. We're not a million miles off Derry. We're not a million miles off Rovers. Now, I'm not trying to say that we'll win the league or anything, but look, that's the way the table is at the moment. It's very, very competitive up the top end for once. Hasn't been like that in a few years, but yeah, look, I'm gonna go with a win. I'm gonna go with a 2-1 win. Obviously, I think Afolabi will get another goal. I'm not sure who'll get the other, but I definitely think he'll get a goal, just with the form he's on at the moment. But yeah, look, we should be beating teams like Drogheda at home. Look, they're part time. You haven't got, the resources that we have, the squad we've got. Even you look at the players we brought off the bench against UCD, Coup, Grant. There'll be more of those options to bring off the bench in this game if it's tight towards the end. So yeah, I'm gonna go with a 2-1 win. It'd be a big win. Obviously, as we try and push on to qualify for Europe for the first time in a couple of years. So, look, we've made some positive steps towards, getting into that top 3 or 4. And look, we can't afford to slip up, and we just got to continue the way we're going. Yeah, that's where we end the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment down below what you think heading into this game, your score predictions, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.